Hello and welcome to the Reader Dreamers and Other Short Stories podcast. I'm Cecilia and Gemma is not with us today. She is busy doing something else, so it's just going to be me today. So what I'm going to be doing today is my top 10 favorite characters, whether they're in a movie or a book or a show or something like that. I have a lot of I like a lot of fictional characters. I really like them. That's kind of why I like reading and watching movies and stuff like that. So, so I'm going to start off with, so number 10. So number 10 is a double. I might have a few doubles in here. So is Miri from Princess Academy and Connor from Land of Stories. So I like Miri a lot because honestly, it kind of shows a character that, I don't know, you wouldn't tend to see in, different things. It's normally the main character is like, oh, I get to, do all these things. Spoiler alert, she doesn't become the princess, and, it's not exactly what you expected, and her life is a lot harder. And she's just, a good character. Yeah, I do like her, but I put her at number 10 because the book itself is, one of my favorite book series, but I feel like there's better characters. So, I don't have, any, I guess I could say my favorite scene with her. I do like in the second book when she is, having conflicts of whether or not to be in the revolting side or not. And she does have a few flaws. She's I don't know. I mean, she does have flaws, obviously. I can't think of them right now. But yeah, and then there's Connor from Land of Stories. He is the twin brother of Alex. And I like his character, and I'm putting him at 10 because, honestly, he's funny, and you kind of get attached to the characters in that series, and he's one that I personally like. Okay, so number 9, this one I know a lot better. Okay, this one is Uncle Iroh from Avatar The Last Airbender. He is uncle of Zuko. He follows Zuko, and he's just, a lovable, friendly, old guy. So he's on number 9 and not, in the top 5 because, he's a good character. A solid, funny, I don't know. Yeah, he's just really funny. I feel like every moment with him, I like all the moments with him, honestly. There's no one bad moment. Yeah, so, he's funny, like I said many times before. But I also should tell you, in this episode, there is quite a few different characters ranging from, young, old, different books, different shows, different movies. It goes it goes everywhere, it jumps around a lot. But that's fine. That being said, Uncle Iroh is my 9th favorite character of all time because he's just classic, and every time I watch the show, it's I just can't go wrong with him. Okay, he's also really loyal and kind and stuff like that too. So yeah, and then number 8 is Bingo Healer, I don't know how to pronounce it right, from Bluey, the cartoon show. I like her because she's kind of just simple, but she's also cute and funny, and I mean, she's at number 8. I didn't put her in honorable mentions because Bluey's one of my favorite shows. I'd also, if I was going to add another one for that, it'd be Larry the Cucumber from VeggieTales, because, it's Larry the Cucumber. You can't not like him. Yeah, so, Bingo is my 8th favorite. Yeah, I kind of can relate to her, because she's, a little bit shy at times, and she's, follows people around, and even though she's 4 and 5, it's not so she's definitely a chaos character though, Um, yeah. Okay. So this is number 7 is also a double one. These are both from Hunger Games. Peeta and Rue, and I really like both of these. I honestly, Peeta has a lot of patience to deal with Katniss, and Rue is just like lovable, and yes, she's only in the first book, but it's really sad when she dies. Spoiler alert. All these are spoiler alerts. I'm going to mention spoiler alerts a lot. Okay. But I do have, like, are they better in the movie or the book? I think that for Rue, she's better in the movie because she's better portrayed. But I think in the book, Peeta's better. Peeta's the second main character, and Rue is. And if I were to trade places with either of them, I would be dead. So, yeah. Okay, so number 6 is Manos from Sword and Serpent, aka Saint Christopher. He is so. He honestly, I would put him higher, but there's so many good characters. He is such a good character. Like in the second book, 10th Region of the Night, he's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. He's like really, you get really attached to these characters too, and I guess, I mean, Manos is like, I don't know. Tajurian, he's like his best friend, and I feel like he doesn't get enough credit in the third book, but he kind of like saves them in the first book, and he makes the plot really interesting, but he's also just like a good character, like a solid character. Like he's strong and everything. Sword and Serpent is like one of my favorite book, so it's kind of, I'll explain more about Sword and Serpent probably in another episode, because it's not the most popular books, but it's really good. So yeah, number 5, I kind of just put this on here because I do like her. This is Rapunzel from Tangled. She is literally every single person's, I mean, I know a lot of people whose favorite princess is Rapunzel. It doesn't have to be that, but she's kind of like, she has so many hobbies that you can kind of relate to her in so many ways, and she's not like the kind of flashy princess where she's like, oh no, I'm in distress, and she actually has real life problems that she has to deal with on her, like, not by herself. Eugene's also, Rapunzel and Eugene kind of go together. I didn't put Eugene on here, but he's also really funny, and I like him. I do tend to like the funny characters. So yeah, that was the 10 through 5, but I'm going to do some honorable mentions before we go into the top 4. So Haymitch from Hunger Games is my first honorable mention. Haymitch is a really good mentor. He's like funny, but he's also like, he tends to always be drunk. Oh, not gonna lie. But he does make the book interesting. I haven't actually read the one book about him in the series, but like, he's just, a good character. I mean, Peeta and Rue are above him. I'd say Katniss isn't on this list. I'll just tell you that. But Haymitch is just like a good mentor, even though he's really just not. He's kind of just like there. He's kind of like Katniss's emotional support guy. So this one's really random. Tyler from Twisters. If you guys never seen the movie Twisters, it's basically a tornado movie. This one guy named Tyler, played by Glenn Powell, he's like, I don't know, just he makes the movie fun, and like, even though it's a little bit serious with all the weather, but he's also like really nice, and yeah. Also, Haymitch, I didn't say, I do like him more in the movie than I like him in the book, because I feel like they portray him well in the book, but I think the movie kind of portrays him better. Okay, so, and this one's really long. I'm just going to say every Lord of the Rings character ever, even the bad guys. And here's why. Because J.R.R. Tolkien wrote them really well, and they put them in the movie really well too. Like, I just love all of them. It's my favorite movie, so you really just it's like Gandalf and Aragorn, like the whole entire fellowship, including everyone else. Like, everybody else. I love all of them. They're all honorable mentions. Okay, this one's also an honorable mention because I don't read this book anymore. Elwyn from Keeper of Velocities. He is my favorite character in the book. There's no movie about him, so he's obviously better in the book. But he's like the physician, and he's always like helping Sophie, and he's kind of just like always there. Kind of a side-ish character, but he should be like a main character. And some people think that he is Sophie's dad. But yeah, I just like his character. I like his whole like his aesthetic is also, or his aura or whatever, is also nice. And then Keith, the funny character in Keeper of Lost Cities. Who doesn't like Keith? It's like, I mean, Gemma doesn't like Keith. She'll tell you that. But Keith is like, he's good in most of the books. Some of the books he's kind of moody, and I don't like that, and that's why he's honorable mention. But, you know, Keith has to be on this list somewhere. Even though he's not on, like, the actual list, he's an honorable mention. Okay, and then Jurian from Sword and Serpent, the main character. Yes, I know, I didn't put him high or anything. I didn't put him on the list, but he needs to be done. It needs to be done. He has definitely some flaws. He's kind of like, you know, but he, in the end, is a saint. So it's St. George, basically. Yeah, he's definitely. I didn't put him on the list because there's other better ones, in my opinion. Don't judge me if you disagree with any of these, but yeah. And then the last one I have on here is David and Merab from House of David. So we did do a House of David episode, and we talked a lot about it. But David, I mean, honestly, Jonathan should be on there too. David, Merab, and Jonathan, they're all, like, my favorite characters in the series. And Samuel, probably, too. All the House of David characters should be on this honorable mentions, too. I'm not going to put them all on there. David, I like because he's kind of, like, relatable in a way, but not really. And Merab is just, like, the sassy, self-entitled princess. And she makes the show interesting and dramatic in a way. Spoiler alerts. Okay, well, we're gonna go on to the top 4. So, number 4 is Éowyn. Éowyn is not my favorite, but she is definitely one of my favorite characters. Definitely my favorite princess, in Lord of the Rings. She is, like, my favorite part is definitely when she gives Aragorn the soup and he just hates it. But he doesn't tell her that. She's kind of just like, she follows the main characters around, but she's like lovable. Like, I really like her. I don't know. She's also like warrior kind of, and I tend to like those characters more. I don't know. I do like soldiers, kind of war-ish kind of things. But Éowyn definitely fills in she checks all the boxes in terms of what I'm looking for in a character, and she is definitely good. I do like her more in the movie. The book, I don't know. I haven't finished the Return of the King yet, but I'm reading it, and she's mentioned. She has some lines, but I think that she has more showtime in the movie, and I like that more. And yeah, I like the actor too. Okay, number 3. Down to number 3. Okay, so, let's see. Sokka and Zuko, they're equal from Avatar, The Last Airbender. Sokka, I love Sokka. I love Sokka. He's just the best. He is the best ever. So funny and, like, side-ish character, but not at all because he's a main character. But really, the show kind of follows him more, and it follows all of them. But I feel like Sokka has his own role that if you didn't have Sokka in the show, I probably would not like it. I would still like it, but Yes, and then Zuko. Zuko's actually the villain in like the first 2 seasons and kind of in the third too. My favorite part is when he comes over and says, "Hello, I'm Zuko here," and it's like so funny because they're all like freaking out because they hate him and stuff. But he's kind of just like mistreated and like he's got good lines and he's always like angry, but I love that. It's the qualities that you find in these characters are really good. Yeah, that's why they deserve number 3. Okay, so number 2 is Ekaterina from Sword and Serpent. She is in the second and third book. She is supposed to be St. Catherine of Alexandria. I love her so much. She is funny, but she's also like emotional, and she's like princessy kind of, but like not. And she's not emotional. She is emotional, but she's not. So when you first meet her, it's like you just can't not loving her. It's actually, I think, Gemma's favorite character in Sword and Serpent too. Ekaterina and Sabra, Sabra's like the other girl character in the book. I love Sabra, but Ekaterina, she deserves number 2. And if you haven't read the books or anything like that, definitely do it. Do it just for Ekaterina, honestly, because she's just the best. Okay, and then there's Sam from Lord of the Rings is my number 1 favorite character. For a long time, I had like a crush on him kind of, but that was when I was really young. I watched Lord of the Rings when I was pretty young. It's always been my favorite movie. Sam, so loyal. Honestly, the only reason that Frodo was alive in the first place. Just so good. I love everything. I literally love this guy right now. Every time I watch it, I'm like, let's go. I would definitely still like the movie if Sam wasn't in it, but Sam brings a whole new dimension of it, and he kind of brings like, he's not perfect at all, and he has his struggles, and he has all these things that he has to go through, but he's so loyal and such a good friend. Like, you cannot find a better friend character in a book, I don't think, unless I create a book like that. But yeah, he is definitely the best. Like, he's my favorite character. And I don't think he'd ever take the ring. And he definitely deserved his ending, or the happy ending. Marrying the person he wanted to marry and all that stuff. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that, because I definitely did. So many more characters that I could talk about, like, on and on and on. I love talking about my favorite characters. But that being said, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe to our channel to see any new clips of podcast episodes or any new episodes. I know it was a little bit long of a wait. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next episode. Bye!